Hi, my name's Chris, and in this video, I'm going to cover Erank. Erank is a software that can be really beneficial to increasing your sales on Etsy, building your Etsy store up to sell more and more items. And there's a couple of different ways that it can be used. One is for keyword research, which I cover that in depth in a separate video, but also it can be used for competitor research to check other stores, see what products they're selling, see how many sales they're making, and get ideas for things that you can sell in your store. Okay, I'm in Erank now. This will give you an idea what the Erank dashboard is. If you've not seen this before, don't be overwhelmed. It looks pretty confusing, but after you have gone through it a little bit, it's actually really easy to use. So here's what I want to show you about competitor research. So let's say we want to check out a shop. So I have searched for black candles as a keyword, and we have this candle here. This shop has had almost 6,000 sales, so they're doing something right. So this is the name of the shop. So what we can do, I'm just going to copy and paste this, and I'm going to go back over to Erank. I'm going to go to competition, and I'm going to go down here and click sales. It'll take a minute to load here. Now I'm going to go down here and copy and paste. I copied it. I'm going to paste the shop into my, what they call the competitor graph here, and I can track this shop. Now you can compare shops to each other to see how they're doing, all of that, but I just want to look at this specific shop. When we go into this, Erank gives us some data. They've had, as we saw previously, they have 5,930 sales. Their sales rank in the world is almost around 15,000. Their sales rank in the United States is a little over 9,000, and they have had a shop for a little over a year. Now, what Erank is going to show us first is recent listings, so we can see here the different candles that they are selling. And it also shows up here that they have almost 14 sales on average per day. So this gives you an idea how much they're selling. So let's take a look at this body sculpture candle that we had initially clicked on. So we can click on this, and we can get some information here. We can see what their description is. We also have their tags down here. This is something that I cover in the other video about keywords. But what we can see is they've gotten about 12,500 views on this. These are the favorites they're getting. This is how many they're getting per day. This is how long they've had the listing up, and they last modified it February 27th. So that's why that's showing as their recent listings. But if we go back, we can see other products of theirs. So let's say we wanted to take a look at this one. So this has had almost 100,000 total views. They're getting 527 daily views on this, so they're probably selling a lot of this particular product. This is likely one of their best-selling things that they sell. So with this, you can, this can give you some ideas of products that they have in their shop that are doing well. And if you were in this arena, if candles were something that you make, it's not something that I do. I do print on demand, so I do hoodies, sweatshirts, t-shirts, mainly bags. But you could get some ideas here from this. Let's go back to eBay, Etsy, and let's look for some other things. So let's say we went to clothing. Let's go to hoodies and sweatshirts. And let's see who is selling a lot of hoodies and sweatshirts. Okay, this one here. Let's click on them. So they have almost 120,000 sales. So they're doing something right. So we're going to take their name here. I'm going to X out of this. We're going to put this into our area for shops to track. Okay, so they rank 105 globally, 69th in the United States. They've had their shop for 9 years, so they've built up a lot of authority over time. They're selling 36 items per day, so they're doing really well. So we can take a look here at recent listings of theirs. They have a zip-up pullover kind of a thing. They have a bag. They have hand towels. They're doing nursing stuff. So they're kind of all over the place, but it is working well for them. Let's take a look at this monogrammed nurse jacket thing that they're selling. Okay, so we can see here, this has had over 30,000 views. Wow, they have 18,000 available. They're getting 40 views a day. This has been up for a couple of years. And so what you could do is if you wanted to sell something similar to this, you can see that it's doing very well for them. And then you could go in and use similar tags to theirs and do a listing somewhat similar to theirs. Okay, let's look at one more. Let's take a look at this. So again, they have 112,000 sales. They're called expression tees. So we're going to take this. We're going to copy this into Erank, into our track shop area here. And that was called expression tees. We're going to go right there. Okay, so they are selling a lot of different things. They're selling a Guy Fawkes shirt. They're selling this Marilyn Monroe. One thing that I would say right off the bat here, they're obviously selling a lot, but at least this Marilyn Monroe shirt here would have to be copyrighted. I have a separate video all about copyright on Etsy. It's something that you want to be really careful about, but that is a subject of a different video. So let's say We Will Rock You. I mean, a lot of copyrighted stuff, but let's look at this here. So this shirt has had almost 8,000 views. They're getting around 5 per day. This has been up for a long time though, 1,600 days. But if you wanted to, you can see that this is a good seller for them. So you could make a design somewhat similar, and you could take a look at the tags that they're using and put those in your listing, or similar tags in your listing. And like I say, in the separate video, check out the description. I go in depth about how you can use all these tags. Okay, so you can do this for any shop. You can look at everything that's in their shop. You can look at the tags that they're using. You can look at the descriptions that they're using. And that is a really good idea, or a good way to get ideas for stuff that you can sell. You don't have to reinvent the wheel with Etsy. You want to find stuff that is popular, do your own spin on it, and then go from there. And that is a really big key to success. Now here's one more thing that we can look at here. Let's go to top sellers. So this, we've seen some high ranking sellers on Etsy, but if we go to top sellers, this will show you the absolute stores that are just killing it on Etsy. So the number one is called Planner Kate. Number one in all of Etsy, number one worldwide, number one in the United States. They've been around for almost 8 years. They are selling 660 items per day on average. So they're raking in tons of sales. And as you might guess from the name of their store, they sell planners. So let's take a look here at this is one of their recent listings that Erank is listing here. So this gets 180 views a day. I'm sorry, it has 180 total views. It gets a little over 9 per day, and it's just been up for 20 days. So this is probably still kind of working through the algorithm. But if the planner niche was something that you're in, or niche, you could take a look at what this shop is doing, because they're obviously doing it better than anybody. Let's look at one more top seller. Let's see what Mod Party is. They have 1.2 million sales. They've got bags. They've got hats. They have sippy cups. They have bathing suits. They have all kinds of stuff. But they apparently know what they're doing, because they have over 1 million sales, well over 1 million sales. They're getting 405 average sales per day. It's wedding stuff. Okay. I should have known that. Wedding stuff is really popular. They've been around for almost 9 years. So let's take a look at, let's say you wanted to do something along the lines of this Flower Girl shirt. If wedding stuff was what you were selling. They've had 18,000 total views with this. They get 50 views a day. It's been up for almost a year. They've had 3,261 total favorites, hearts. So they're obviously doing something right with this. You could, look at this design that they have here. So if you want to see this on Etsy, you can click see on Etsy here, and it is going to take you to their actual listing on Etsy. They're doing a really great job with their mock-ups. They have it on little girls and displayed well. So they obviously know what they're doing. They have almost 140,000 reviews. So this is a huge shop. They would be making a ton of money. But even when you're starting out, you can learn from shops like this. Take a look at what they're doing. If this is the kind of thing that you want to do, you could make a design somewhat similar than this. Don't copy it. You could use a different font, use maybe a slightly different expression here, but you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can take what is working well for other people and put your own unique spin on it, and that can really be the key to success in Etsy. Let's look at one more. So we're going to go back to top sellers. Let's see what Tough Cookie Clothing is. All right. They've sold masks. I don't know how well masks are doing now, but they have a T-Rex push-up thing here. Let's take a look at that. So that's 565 total views, 1.5 views a day. They've had it up for a little over a year. And again, you could click and see that on Etsy. Take a look at how they have this set up, the mock-ups that they're using. They're doing a good job there. I want to go back and take a look at what their overall sales are. So they're getting close to, they've sold more than 500,000. So they're close to 300 sales a day. So you could go through these listings here and find things that you would want to sell that would be similar. So I hope you can see how powerful Erank can be and how this can really help you to get things going quickly if you're starting out, or even if you're already at an established store. This can help you to get ideas, and especially if there is somebody else selling the type of stuff that you make and they are doing really well, you can get ideas from that. I wanted to show you the plans with Erank. So you can get Erank for free. So if you just want to dip your toe into this, just use the free version of Erank. You get 50 searches a day, and you might get into this and find that that is perfectly fine for you. If you need more searches, you can increase up to the $5.99 a month or the Pro. The Pro is what I do, the $9.99 a month. But even at $9.99 a month, it's a really good deal for all the information that you get from Erank. Again, the competition searching that you can do, and also the keyword research, which is a whole separate aspect of this that is really invaluable, that I go over in my separate video showing the tutorial on keyword research. If you liked this video, be sure to like it, subscribe to my other videos, check out my other videos, subscribe to my channel, check out my other videos, and leave comments, leave suggestions of what you would like to see more of or what you would see next. And I hope you have a great day. This is Chris. Thanks.